Many families enjoyed eating together over the holiday weekend. Well, a new poll shows that 3 in 5 Americans want this to be the case more often. Most of the people surveyed, here's a survey for you, Jeff.
My fave.
They say that growing up, they ate dinner with their families about 4 times per week. But now the average for most families is only around 3 nights a week, if that. So this got us all thinking, how important is it to have a family dinner? Has it become a thing of the past? What would you say, Jeff?
All right, for our new viewers, I do not like surveys, okay? I'm just putting that out there. This one, actually, I don't mind because it's something that I want to practice more in my household. It has become a thing of the past. I think it's very important to sit down with my family, right, and kind of talk about what we did for the day. It sounds so cliche and like a movie in the 50s, but it's like it's very important to me that we do things like that instead of like one's on their phone, one's outside, I'm eating, my wife's not around. It's like we need to connect. You know, we're so connected to our phones these days. We need to connect more as people, and that's part of what I want to do with my family.
Yeah, I think it also just brings forth the lost art of conversation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if we are on our devices, parents are included in this as well, whether we're watching the game or, you know, doing something else. It's something natural. If you're enjoying what you're watching, you don't want to stop even to eat. You know, you love your family. Then, no, I love them. It's fourth quarter. But I think just stopping and being like, how was your day? And when you get a fine, you're like, no, we're not going to do fine. What's going on? How's your teacher? Are you still having that thing with that girl at school? You guys are sitting together now. Like breaking and showing your kids how to discuss things with other adults that they are going to one day want to date, that they are one day going to interview with. This is going to be life. It's not going to be looking at videos on Snapchat. I feel like I'm 1,000.
Me too, but you're right. I agree with everything you said.
To speak to people.
I love that. Yeah, you're modeling behavior.
Absolutely.
And I know for me, I want that so badly. It's really hard right now so Miles is 2.5. He'll barely sit in his high chair for like 20 minutes. So it's tough right now, but my goal eventually is to have more family dinners, because every time we try and do a family dinner, it'll start off like for 5 minutes really cool, and I'll try and bring up conversations, which is always like pulling teeth with Sophie. So we do petals and thorns. Thorns is a bad thing. Don't make fun of me. Petals is a good thing.
I love this.
But then Miles starts to freak out, and then the whole dinner is over, and it ends up being a disaster every single time. So the concept seems nice. It doesn't execute easily in my household.
Right.
I hope one day we can get there, and I see a smirk on your face.
I did a movie recently, and that was a line in there. And I'm like, what the hell does this mean? And they're like, petals and thorns. We have to sit around the dinner table, one petal and one thorn, and it was in the script. And I was like, what is this? And you just said that. I was like, that's hilarious.
I still don't know. What does that mean?
So one,
you say
the
something
good and the bad
that happened, and then something bad that happened, and it's a conversation starter.
And it'll normalize a kid coming to you saying, hey mom, I made a mistake. Because I'll start saying, I had a big thorn today. I said this to dad, and that was wrong. So it normalizes them hopefully coming to you saying, hey mom, I did something bad on the playground.
Oh, I would have never.
Well, we had, as I mentioned, our nieces, my brother and sister-in-law, and they're basically digital nomads, so they work from home. No, seriously, that's the thing.
I like that you described it that way.
Yeah, so they do family dinners. We grew up with family dinners. We had to sit down. There was no distractions, nothing, every night. So my brother and my sister-in-law have implemented that, and now the 4-year-old, we were going to like dig in, and she was like, no, Grace. Aww. So she said Grace. I don't really know what she said. She was like saying it. She was, and this and that and that, and then at the end, we're all holding hands, and she goes, now breathe in. Because apparently someone said grace and said amen at the end, but she heard breathe in, and now it's breathe in. So now we all do
that is so special.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I can just imagine your dad Roosevelt growing up. No, everybody sit down at the table.
Yeah, no, there was no,
I couldn't even imagine.
No, nothing. We didn't have cell phones, but there definitely wasn't TV.
Yeah, I love it.